Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhamad Sifa Baihaqqi from English for Accounting class, room A402. Today, I want to tell you about direct cost and indirect cost, investment in market stock, and accountant in globalization era. Direct and indirect costs are accounting concepts that help you separate expenditure that fluctuate, related to how much business you transact, and costs that stay mostly the same, whether you sell one item or 1,000. Direct costs are considered direct because the expenses incurred go directly into the products or service you sell. Indirect costs are indirect because they describe items necessary for running your business, but not necessarily, but for producing your product. Example for direct costs is the most obvious example of direct costs are the materials that go into producing the item you sell and the labor that goes into creating it, while the indirect cost example are rent, utilities, and payroll. Now, about investment in stock market. Stock market refers to public market that exists for issuing, buying, and selling stocks that trade on a stock exchange or over the counter. Stocks are al- Stocks, also known as equities, represent fractional ownership in a company, and the stock market is a place where investors can buy and sell ownership of such investable asset. An An efficiently functioning stock market is considered critical to economic development, as it gives companies the ability to quickly access from the public. Of the stock market capital and investment. First, the first is to provide capital to companies that they can use to fund and expand their business. Secondary purpose, the stock market serves is to give investors who purchase stocks the opportunity to share in the profits of publicly traded companies. Now, about accountant in globalization era. The roles of the accountant in the era of globalization is divided into main sections. The first part discusses the definition of management accounting and its features. The second part discusses the globalization and its features on the role of the accountant. The fourth part seek public perception towards the accountant. Institute of Management Accountant or e-management accounting by describing its traditional role. They define management accounting, measurement, accumulation, analysis, preparation, interpretation, and communication of financial information, management to plan, evaluate an organization, and to assure appropriate use of and accountability for its resources. Accounting also comprises the preparation of financial reports, regulatory agencies, and tax authorities. For example, Siegel and Sorensen in 1999 mentioned that with the pressure of globalization there is an increase in competition, advancement, uh, advancement of technology and pressure to get information much sooner. Management accounting now plays bigger roles in organization. Management accountant is not only playing the role of information provider but also participating in decision making or at least to help manager to make better decisions. So that will be that will be it for my presentation. It was very nice to be able to deliver the knowledge to my audience. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.